press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello all, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. So today we are going to learn about the lesson. The name of the lesson is How the Dog Found Himself a New Master. So guys, today we are going to understand from this lesson how the dogs are become a tame animals to the human beings. Because earlier they were the wild animals who the dogs were, and slowly they will become a servant of human beings. Okay, so they start working for the humans. So here in this lesson we are going to understand that how a dog become a servant of a human beings. Okay, so let's see about today's class. So what the story about a dog and how he found himself a new master. Okay, so here he found a new master. So new master means he is working for that person. Okay, either it may be the person or any animals. Okay, so let's see about in today's class, children. So let's see that. Okay, before I'm going to start a lesson, here there are some introduction about the lesson. Okay, before you read, you may know that the dog and the wolf are closely related. Okay, so here we got the lines that the dog and the wolf, so they are closely related. It means they are belongs to the same family. Okay, so there is no differences. There is no more differences between the dogs and also wolves. Okay, so then you may also excuse me, you may also know something about how over the centuries human beings have domesticated and tamed wild animals. Okay, so centuries ago, okay, before so many years before, so how these dogs were become a servant of human beings. Okay, a servant of human beings, and they were domesticated. Not only dogs, and not only dogs, here there are so many other animals, so they become a domesticated one. Okay, and tamed wild animals. Okay, so human beings, they given a training to the animals, and they were made themselves as a domesticated animals. Okay, here is a story about how the dog became a tame animal. Okay, so in this lesson, how a dog become one of a tamed animal. Tame means it's not a wild animal. Okay, it's become a servant of a human being. Okay, so this is about the lesson. So let's see about what are the characters we will see in this lesson, and what are the things we are going to understand this lesson. Okay, so before I am going to start a lesson, so I am going to ask you the question. Okay, so what's the question here is, before I am going to start a lesson, like which are those animals where the human beings, they were domesticated. Okay, you know, in our families and in everyone's home, and not all, no, so many, some of the home. Okay, so some of the pets. Okay, you have seen so many pets and so many other animals, they are working for the human beings. So write down those names. Okay, so before I am going to start the lesson here, so you just write down those animals' names which were tamed. Tamed means they are working for humans. Okay, those animals, they were working for humans. So write down those names of the animals. So here you got one animal name, that is a dog. Okay, so rather than this dog, if you know any other animals, you just write down in your sheet now. Okay, so now you got to understand, so who are those animals which are working for the human beings. Okay, so this is about. So shall we begin our lesson today? So let's see that. I hope that you all are having a textbook. So open your textbook and keep a pencil in your hand, and wherever I am going to tell you the words which is difficult, underline those words and write down the meaning of those. Okay, so I will say that meanings. Then, dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. So let's understand this paragraph first, okay? So here, dogs were owned their own masters. So once upon a time, so for a dogs, there were no other masters. There is no masters for those dogs, okay, once upon a time. And lived the way wolves do the freedom. So once upon a time, the dogs were living a freedom life. So they don't had any masters, okay. Like how the wolves were living in their own life, like that, the dogs were also living in their own way, okay. They are having a total freedom once upon a time, okay. Then, until a dog was born who was ill pleased with the way of life. So, how much time it continues? Like they don't have any masters. Till then, a dog was born. Okay, so that dog was very ill-pleased. So you underline that word, ill-pleased. Ill-pleased means old-fashioned way of saying. Okay, and that dog is not happy. All the time he used to be tired and he was sad. Okay, that kind of a dog he was. So that dog was born one day, okay. So till then, they don't have any master, okay. Then he was sick and tired of wandering about by himself. So who is sick here? Sick here is the dog. The dog was born very unhappy. So the dog was living a very sad life, boring life. So that dog was sick. Always he was in a sick. And wandering about by himself. Wandering means he's just roaming here and there. Okay, and trying to find out something, but he can't. Then, tired and looking for food. So he was just wandering here and there for food. Okay, he was looking for food and being frightened. So the dog was always in a fear. Frightened means fear. Okay, he was always in a fear and he was searching for food and he was not happy. He was unhappy and he was sad, he was boredom. So this is a dog, he was born, okay, he was born with these qualities. So earlier there were no masters and the dogs were living their freedom life, complete life in their own ways, okay. Then of those who were stronger than he. So this dog, the dog who feels like laziness, he feels like tired all the time and he was always in a fear. He was fear and afraid because of any other animal. That animal become stronger than him. So he was frightened. Okay, usually the animals, if they saw that if any animal which was very stronger than them, so they feel afraid. They feel fear. Is it? So like that, this dog is also does the same thing. Okay, so this is happening. Okay, so this is the story of a dog who always he was afraid being to be stronger than anyone else, and whoever will be the stronger one. So when he was looking at them, he was very feared, he was very frightened. Okay, and he was wandering here and there for a food. He was unhappy, he was sad, he was tired all the time. Okay, so this is the quality of a dog. Okay, so here we are going to learn about this dog. Okay, so this is the character of this dog, and he only find a master. Okay, so let's see that. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth. And he set out to find such a master. So one day he decided it is the best thing for him to be a servant of a master. Okay, he wanted to be a servant because all the time he was afraid, all the time he was frightened. He needs to be search the food. Okay, so because of these things he wanted to avoid. He wanted to lead his life without any fear, any obstacles, any problems. So then he decided. Okay, he decided that he wanted to be a servant of a master. So now he was trying to find a master. Okay, so this is the title of the lesson. So how this dog got his master, okay, himself a master. Let's see that. And he just looking for that person, looking for that animal who is stronger than any one of the earth. Okay, he was more stronger than any one animal of the earth. So he was looking for it. Who? This dog. And he set out to find such a master. He looking for that master that he is not being afraid. He is stronger than any one animals in the earth, on the earth. Okay, so this is. Then let's see about the next line. He walked and he walked and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. Okay, so here underline the word called fierce. So that means violent, frightening. Violent, frightening, you know, when we see any animals like lion and tiger, so how we are frightened, like violently. We become violently frightening. We just wanted to roam from that place. We wanted to run from that place, is it? So that thing is called as a fierce, frightening, violently. Okay, so this is. Then he walked and he met a kinsman of his. Okay, so he's walking, keep on walking, and then he met with the kinsman of his. Kinsman means it's a relative. Okay, his relative. He met with the relative. That means it's an old fashioned word that is called kinsman. Now a big wolf. So who is the kinsman here? That is a wolf. Now the dog has met to the wolf. That is a big wolf. Wolf who was strong as he was fierce. So this dog who met with that wolf, so he was more stronger than anyone of the on the earth. Okay, so he was thinking like that way. Who the dog is? Fierce means is very violent and frightening. That wolf was. Okay, so he met with the big wolf. Okay, this is the first animal he was met with that. Who this dog is? Now the conversation begins. Now both of them were talking each other. Who? The wolf and the dog. Where are you going, dog? The wolf asked. So now wolf asked to the dog that, where are you going? Okay, then I am looking for someone to take up service with. So now the dog responded. The dog has answered to the wolf that I am looking for someone. I am searching some person. I am finding a person. Someone means a person. Person means not only the person, it's an animal here. Okay, someone to take up service with. I am looking for the person, someone that he needs to be my service. Okay, so in that service means he wanted to, means the dog is wanted to work with that person. So he is looking for that person. This was answered by dog to the that wolf. Okay, then would you like to be my master, wolf? So now again this question has asked by the dog that would you like to become a servant, my master, wolf? So are you wish means are you like means you are wish to means you are liking to be a master? You are happy to become my master? Who asked this? The dog has asked to the wolf. Okay, then I don't see why not. So wolf said this. I don't say why not. Why not? I wanted to be happily I can keep you as a servant. So who said this? Wolf said to the dog. And this agreed upon. The two of them went on together. So both of them they are agreed. They were happily they are accepted each other. Okay, here wolf he needs a servant. Why not? Because with the free of cost he get a lot of work from this dog. Okay, so that's why he is happy with the dog, because he wanted to become a servant of him. Okay, and the dog is also happy because he could not frighten more than anything else, because this animal is a more stronger than him. Okay, so he can protect himself under this wolf. So that's why he is happy. Who? This dog and also wolf, they both were happy, and they went on together. Okay, so they went together. So they were carried their journey. They walked and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, darted quickly off the path and into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. So now you know that the wolf and the dog, they both were agreed each other. They were happily, they were going on. Okay, and when they were going on, so in the middle of the path, in the middle of the way, so wolf was frightened. How he was frightened? Let's see here in this paragraph. Okay, so he lifted his nose. Okay, he lifted his nose means he started sniffing. Sniffing means he was doing inhalation. You know, the dog is inhaling. There was smelling out. Okay, even the wolf also. So he was smelling out something. It is very strange to the wolf. He was sniffed out. Sniffed means it's a inhalation sound. Underline the word called sniffed. That means inhalation sound. Okay, what it is means? Inhalation sound. Sniffed means inhalation sound. Now the wolf lifted his nose and he started smelling out. That is called sniffed, inhalation sound. Then darted quickly off the path. Darted quickly means he just moved quickly in his path. Okay, something strange he was smelling out. Then the next is and into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. Bushes means it's a shrubs, a small plants and leaves, that is called bushes. Okay, and you can take that is a shrub. Okay, then crept deeper into the, that means it was moving slowly and very quickly. Okay, this wolf, because here he got something here that is very strange. Okay, by the smelling, when he was inhaling some smell, so he understand that something is there in that forest. So who is that? Let's see here. The dog was much surprised. When the dog was looked into this wolf, he was surprised that he was behaving very awkwardly, because he was sniffed and he was darted, he was moving quickly and suddenly. Okay, then what's come over you, master? He asked. Now the dog asked this question to wolf. So what come over to you? So why you are afraid? What happened? He asked question to this wolf. What has frightened you? So, okay, so again he is repeating the again another question that so why you are so frightened? So why you are afraid? Why you are fear about? Okay, who asked this? Dog asked to the wolf. Can't you see? There is a bear out there and he might eat up both of us, you and me. So wolf said this. Can't you see? Don't you see that? So there is a bear. So what he was sniffed, what he was smelling, that is the bear smell. Okay, so wolf has understood that there is bear in that forest. Okay, so bear in the forest and he might eat up both of them. So he is also frightened. Who? This wolf. Okay, so first is dog is looking for the master. First, what we understand this lesson, the dog is looking for the master and he got a master. Who? Dog. That is wolf. But this wolf is also frightened because of the bear. Because more than the wolf, there is another stronger animal in that forest. So he is afraid. He was frightened. Now, let's see in the next. He could be eat us, both of us. Okay, you and me, he will kill us. So he said, seeing that the bear was stronger than the excuse me, seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him. And he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. So now in this line, we come to understand that dog understood that the wolf is no more stronger. Now who is stronger here? Bear is stronger. Okay, so this is that happening. So wolf is also afraid. Wolf is also frightened. So how can he protect this dog? So now the dog understood that the more than the wolf, there is another stronger animal in this forest, that is bear. Okay, then and he left the wolf. So he decided that he left the wolf. He should leave this wolf. He could no more be a servant of this wolf. So now he decided to move to the bear. Okay, so he find a next master who is stronger than the wolf, that is bear. Asked the bear to be his master. He left this wolf and then he asked the bear he could become his master. The bear agreed to this readily and said, so now the bear is also accepted him as a servant. So then he said to dog, what he said, let us go and find a herd of cows. I will kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill. Okay, so now they were agreed that the new master and he is a servant of that bear, and now bear said to the dog that let's find out a herd of cows. So herd of cows, it means there are so many cows. So when there are so many cows, we may call them it as a not many, not group. That means it's a phrase that is called herd of cows. Okay, herd of cows means there are so many cows. Instead of saying so many cows, we need to use this phrase, that is herd of cows. Okay, so this means, underline that herd of cows, that means mass of cows or so many cows. Instead of saying so many cows, we need to use this herd of cows. Okay, then find a herd of cows. I will kill a cow. So who said this? Bear said this to dog. I will kill the cow. Okay, I will kill a cow and then we can eat both of them. Okay, so like this they were agreed, and now bear is also accepted this dog as a servant. So let's see in the next paragraph. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were moving loudly and running in a panic in all directions. So what happened here in this paragraph? So they went on, means they were moving ahead when they were walking ahead. So what they had seen? They had seen a herd of cows. Herd of cows means so many cows. So they were standing and they all are in a panic. Panic means they were rushing here and there, those cows. They are walking, they are running in a panic. Panic means it's in a fear. Okay, underline the panic, that means in fear. All the cows, they were running. Okay, and then moving, M-O-O-I-N-G, moving, it means sound made by cow. Okay, sound made by cow, that is called mowing. Then, so they were producing this kind of a sound and they were running here and there in all directions in a panic. Okay, so like this. The bear looked out from behind a tree and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. So when this scene has looked by the bear, he understands that there is something behind the tree. So then what happened here? Looked out from behind a tree. He looked at someone behind the tree. Because of that, these cows are running in a panic in all directions. Then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. Hastily, it means quickly. That bear, he is also started running very quickly, and he is also went into the forest. Okay, the deeper in the forest. You know, the forest is covered with the lots of plants and trees, okay, the huge shrubs and all. So he wanted to escape from that thing. Let's see what is the thing behind the tree. Okay, he was running too hastily, very quickly into the forest. That bear, you can see the image here, that how he was hiding himself. Okay, that is bear. Okay, and what happened in the next? Now, why did I have to come here? Said he to the dog. It's the lion who rules the forest in these parts. Now, the dog was, surprisingly, he asked the question to this bear. So what he asked? Now, why did I have to come here? So why we came here? Who said this? Bear said to the dog. So then said he to the dog, he said to the dog, it is very dangerous that we came to this forest in this way. Okay, who said this? The bear said to the dog. It is the lion. So who is that thing behind the tree? That is the lion. Okay, lion who rules the forest in this parts. So it is the animal who is the ruling. It is the king. So he is the ruling. So why I came to this place? I need to run away from that place. Who said this? Bear said this to the dog. He is ruling in this area. He is ruling in this entire forest. So why I came here? So with the frightening, he said this. Who said this? Bear said this. Okay. So today I am going to stop this lesson here. I hope that you all are enjoying this lesson. So how this dog found a master, himself a new master. Okay. So let's see in the next class. I hope that you all are enjoying and you understood that how he was changing his master. The dog is, first he selected wolf, then he selected a bear, and now lion. So let's see, the dog understood that lion is also no more a master or bear is not a no more a master. Okay. Let's see in the next class. Okay, I hope that you all are enjoying this. We will meet you in the next class. Till then, all of you stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you.